Good morning. My name is Stanny Luker and this is my friend Mary Lynn Jackson. We're both here this morning to show some of the old craft that we are very interested in continuing with the younger generation. My grandmother was a cotton spinner and she taught me to spin cotton. I don't know what she ever did with it. I never saw a finished product. So I guess I've been spinning for, I have to tell my age, 72 years. And I started when I was 5, so. So from here, it can go into yarn for socks, for blankets, for napkins, you name it. And can be knitted, crocheted, or as Mary Lynn is going to demonstrate, she's weaving the process. And so there's many different venues that a person can concentrate on after they've spun the yarn. And so Mary Lynn, I'll let you take over now.
Hi, I'm Mary Lynn Jackson. I'm president of Bayou Yarn Vendors, the Baton Rouge Weavers Guild. I started spinning as a bicentennial project in 1976. I did nothing but spinning for several years, and then I decided I wanted to learn to weave on a $25 loom I bought at a thrift store. It took a lot of cleaning, but it worked. So, this particular loom is a small floor loom. It allows me to weave almost anything I want. I'm weaving a table runner right now. Most of the weaving I do with commercial yarn. I like to do baby blankets. I like to do table runners, napkins. I tend to do more practical things, not artsy things. It is not a fast process. It's a slow process. It's not a process you learn immediately. It takes time. This takes a lot of practice, but not a lot of thought, really. This takes a lot of math, a lot of thought, and very precise figuring. You have a certain way to thread the thread, a certain way to treadle the thread, and then you get the product that you want. My thought process on this is, I think everyone needs to know where the clothes you wore come from. They're done on big machines right now, but they weren't always done that way. Kids today think everybody had clothes like they have. They didn't. They had 2 to 3 sets of clothing. That was all there was. You had one to wear, one to wash, and one for Sunday, basically. I think it's important for history lessons to be actual hands-on sometimes. So quite often I will make my loom threaded where a child can sit down and weave on it. And we have done that here at SugarFest on multiple occasions, and they love it. I think our guild is very small, but we reach a lot of people. We've taught a lot of children to respect and understand the history of the processes.
And I just feel blessed to have been able to pass the craft on to some younger people so it won't die. That's my main concern, that the craft does not die out. And there's just not a lot of people doing it these days.